Hi everyone, welcome back to our Facebook Live series. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Sarah Beth Withers, the President and Principal Attorney here at Interbanks Legal Services in Washington, North Carolina. And today I'm going to be talking about the CARES Act stimulus money and some information on what you can do if you're struggling to pay your bills right now. Right now, our office here in Washington is not open to the public, but that does not mean that we are not working. So please give us a call, 252-495-0585, or send us an email at info@ibxlegal.org if you are in need of assistance right now. We are taking consultations through video and through telephone for bankruptcy, guardianship, and family law matters. And we are available even though we're working from home, so we are remote and we can help you out. So let's get into this. The CARES Act stimulus money. People want to know, are you going to get the money? Yes, probably yes. So let's break it down. If you are a single person making $75,000 or less per year, you will receive $1,200. If you make over $75,000, anywhere between $75,000 and $99,000 per year, you will receive a $5 off of each $100 you make over the $75,000. It's a little complicated, but if you make over $75,000 as a single, you will receive some money, not the full $1,200. And if you make over $99,000 per year, you're going to receive some sort of tax credit next year on the 2020 return. So there is still a break for you even if you don't get the money. For married couples, if you make $150,000 or less per year, you will receive $2,400. And the same thing goes for you, that if you make over $150,000 per year, you're going to receive a little less than the $2,400. But if you get up to a point where you're making the stimulus will be zero for you, you'll still receive a tax credit next year. So that'll be good. So again, singles making under $75,000, $1,200, and married couples making under $150,000, you're going to get $2,400. For each dependent under the age of 17 on your tax return, you're going to receive $500. This is the catch. If you are a college student or over the age of 17 and you are claimed as a dependent on someone else's return, you are not going to get a stimulus check. Also, your parents or whoever has claimed you as a dependent is not going to get a stimulus, the $500 for you. So again, the $500 only applies to children under the age of 17 claimed as a dependent, and dependents over the age of 17, unless you have filed your own tax return and are not claimed as a dependent, you will not get a stimulus check. So it's a bit of a bummer for college students. Usually between the ages of 17 and 24, they're listed on their parents' return, and so it's a bummer for your parents and for you because there will be no stimulus money. So how is the government going to know who gets the money? They're going to be looking at your 2018 and your 2019 tax returns. If you have not filed a 2018 or a 2019 tax return, go and do it now because you will not get the money unless you file those tax returns. If you were employed in 2018 or 2019 and your income was so low that you were not required to file a tax return, you're going to want to go ahead and file a tax return. That way you can get the money, the stimulus money. You really should do that. Next question I've gotten a lot of is, if I am on Social Security or disability, will I receive stimulus money? The answer is yes, as long as no one has claimed you as a dependent. If you receive Social Security or disability, you do not need to file a tax return if you were not required to. The IRS is going to use your Social Security 1099. Those are issued at the end of each year, and they're going to use those. So if you are on Social Security or disability, you don't need to do anything, and you will be getting a stimulus check as well. So how will you get the stimulus check? Well, if you gave your routing number and your account number for your bank when you filed your return, you will get it electronically. and you will probably start seeing money within the next 3 weeks. If you did not use a routing number, an account number for an automatic deposit on your tax returns, then you can, the IRS is going to go and add a website, a link on their website that will allow you to go ahead and update that information for your stimulus money so that you can get it electronically. If it's going to be mailed by paper check, you should get a notice in the mail telling you where it was mailed to. And that could be a problem if you've moved since you filed your return. So you might need to contact the IRS and update that information with the IRS. If you were not able to get paper mail at the moment, you might have a problem. So you really should check with the IRS if you don't have a current address that the IRS has access to. And again, file your tax returns if you haven't done it so that you can get the stimulus money. All right, so now that we've talked about that, if you have specific questions, make sure to add it into the comments and I will respond to you, or you can email me or call me. Again, that's 252-495-0585. And if you have questions about the small business portion of the CARES Act, give us a call, but also check back with us on Friday because we'll have another video that specifically relates to the CARES Act and small businesses. There is still some lender information and details that's still being shaken out. So I'm not going to add the small business information into this video, but check back with us and it'll be on there. All right, so what to do if you are unable to make your bills right now. One, if you haven't applied for unemployment and you're unemployed right now, go ahead and do it for sure. It's a great time to apply for unemployment if you are not employed because you are a non-essential business employee. All right, so if you cannot make your bill payments, communication is key. Call your credit cards, call your insurance company, call your car lender, call your mortgage, call everybody. Right now in North Carolina, essential utilities like electricity and water are not going to be cut off during this pandemic, but that doesn't mean that your phone and your internet can't be cut off. So make sure to call those companies. Many of them are working with their customers because we've got children at home doing online learning. So there might be some options available. A lot of insurance, car companies, credit cards are waiving or deferring payments, or they are not reporting as bad debt on your credit report if you're not able to make a payment. Some of them have some hardship programs where they will waive late fees. So make sure to call the companies that you owe money to and include your insurance companies on that list. For mortgages, there are some great options. If you have a federally backed mortgage, their foreclosures are going to be paused for 60 days. And those Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac mortgages are going to have 180-day forbearance availability to people in hardship states. So make sure to call your mortgage company. If you don't have a federally backed mortgage, they might have a different program. They may not have 180-day forbearance, but they might have something for you. If you have federal student loans, there is no communication you need to do. Your federal student loans will be paused until September 30th, meaning no payments need to be made and no late fees will accrue. If you have public service student loan forgiveness, this is amazing because that means you don't have to make an income-based repayment for April through September, and that time will still count towards your 120 qualifying payments. So it's really, really, really wonderful for you public service student loan people out there. If you have a non-federal student loan, a private student loan, make sure to call the company. They might have something that they can do for you as well. A lot of them might mimic the federal company, federal student loans. So you might want to just give them a call. I think that's all I've got for now. But if you have any questions, please contact us. I'm so happy to help you. I do financial consultations where we can talk about your finances and your debts and work on restructuring or figuring out what we need to do with them. And a lot of times we loop in there a bankruptcy consult, because why not? So, and our bankruptcy consultations are free, so make sure to give us a call. And if you need some help, we're here. Thank you so much. Bye.